Forced to marry a poor man, a twist of fate. Amara had grown up with love but always felt a quiet difference in the Okonkwo household. Though she bore their family name, deep down she knew she wasn't truly one of them. Adopted at the tender age of 3, she was constantly reminded, sometimes subtly, sometimes harshly, that she owed everything she had to the Okonkwo family. When it was time for marriage, Amara had dreams like every other young woman, dreams of choosing her own husband, dreams of a man who loved her deeply. But fate, or rather her adoptive parents, had other plans. They arranged for her to marry Chidi, a humble mechanic from the outskirts of Enugu. To the Okonkwos, marrying her off to a nobody was a way to remind her of her place and reduce their responsibilities. After all, why waste the family's connections on a girl who wasn't their blood? Amara protested, cried, even considered running away. But where would she go? With no biological family and no savings of her own, she felt trapped. So, with a heavy heart, she agreed. On their wedding day, Chidi wore a simple white shirt and trousers. No expensive suits, no flashy cars, just a small ceremony at the local church and a modest reception under a rented canopy. The Okonkwo family barely celebrated, it was clear they only showed up to save face. Amara moved into a tiny 2-bedroom flat with Chidi. Life was tough. The generator barely worked, water was fetched in buckets, and the little they had came from Chidi's long hours at the mechanic workshop. Yet, in those difficult days, Amara noticed something strange. Chidi was different from other poor men she had seen. He spoke with quiet confidence, carried himself with an air of dignity, and treated her with a respect that was rare. Weeks turned into months, and slowly, she began to fall for him, not for what he had, but for who he was. Then, one night, everything changed. Chidi sat her down and revealed a secret he had kept hidden all along. He wasn't just a mechanic. In fact, he was the heir to a massive business empire built by his late father. After the death of his parents, Chidi had left the fast life in Lagos to live simply, away from the scheming relatives and fake friends that once surrounded him. He wanted to find someone who would love him for his heart, not for his wealth. Amara was stunned. Tears filled her eyes, not because he was rich, but because he had trusted her enough to share his truth. Everything suddenly made sense, his polished English, his calm in tough situations, his wisdom beyond his years. Soon after, they moved into a newly renovated estate Chidi had quietly developed. The Okonkwo family, upon hearing the news, were quick to try and reconnect, offering fake smiles and invitations. But Amara had learned her lesson. Real family isn't just about blood, it's about love, loyalty, and respect. And for the first time in her life, she was truly home.